The crowd exploded. Some were in disbelief, others in fury. Caitlin Clark was down, flat on the hardwood. Kennedy Carter had just shoved the WNBA's biggest star to the ground. No play. She answers them. And when she does, she takes over. June 1st, 2024. A game that had been circled on calendars for weeks. The hype was real, the stakes were high, and the rivalry was brewing.
She commands attention. Her confidence, intensity, and competitive fire are unmatched.
See Caitlin Clark coming down the left side, just so much space.
Dawson was ready for that. It looked like she was positioning herself for a rebound, but she was right there in front. Clark, three. By Caitlin Clark, when she gets you going one way, she's going to bring it back the other.
Back Benlay. Indiana will reset. Clark, fire away. You bet. Clark with 14 points here in the first half. She's Boston setting up Clark. ABC.
Defended by Atkins. Atkins gets a poke on it. Here's Clark firing and hitting. So, 3 to go in the fourth. Clark says, "You're going to give me that space." I thought Paige Buchers was solid. I thought she had a solid first game. Clark looking to shake Vandersloot. Step back, is good. Here's Clark. 4 seconds left. Clark fires, you bet. Clark drills the 3 to end the second. Passing in the way that makes her a threat from so many different places on the floor. Clark, little mid-range is good. The corner, Caitlin Clark, 12.5. Rachel, bam. Angel Reese getting ready to check in for Chicago. Mitchell connects on a 3. Quickly the other way. Boston nearly comes up with a steal. Visits our broadcast. There's no question, Caitlin Clark is one of the most electrifying players in basketball today. From the moment she steps on the court, she commands attention. Her confidence, intensity, and competitive fire are unmatched, and it shows in every single play. They're hoping that can discourage Alyssa Thomas from making some of her great passes. No one picks up Clark, who cans the 3. Who's taking a moment to get up? See Caitlin Clark coming down the left side, just so much space. I don't know if Dolson was ready for that. Looked like she was positioning herself for a rebound, but she was right there in front. Clark, deep, was by Caitlin Clark. When she gets you going one way, she's going to bring it back the other. To Bentley. Indiana will reset. Clark, fire away, you bet. Come on. Caitlin Clark with 14 points here in the first half, and she's locked. Setting up Clark. ABC. Beautiful basketball. Great execution. Good job. The defense there, want to stay with that tempo, maybe even tire. Well, working on Natisha Heatman, who's just checked in. She's a good defender too. And Clark, that was not easy, but got it to go. So far. Look at the defense. Just right back at it. We can all agree. Clark, work when you're not seeing them. Clark, from way down, buries it. Well, the last time she was here, she had 19 assists, which drove down. 90 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Looking for Bentley tips it away and off and running. Caitlin Clark. Ryle, my goodness, what a play and one chance for Timmy. And the Fever not shooting the 3 that easily or that comfortably. I don't know if that's comfortable, but it's nice. Been able to find their urgency defensively. And also, Indiana's just really good at this. That's a contested shot. And now with 22 seconds to go, here's Clark off the screen. The 3-pointer is good. She makes it look so easy. Let's talk about her range. Clark doesn't just shoot 3s, she shoots deep 3s, and with insane consistency. She pulls up from well beyond the arc like it's second nature, putting pressure on defenses before they can even get set. And when defenders play her too close, she'll blow by them with a quick first step and finish strong at the rim. But Caitlin isn't just a scorer, she's an elite playmaker. Her vision is on another level. Clark trying to shake with them. Step back is good in the mid-range for Caitlin Clark. Rims out. Phoenix, just 1 of 8 from the perimeter here so far. You know, fourth base is pace of play, and that suits Caitlin Clark. Have a 33-16 lead. The WNBA misses her first look from the perimeter. Here's Clark, back to Boston, back inside, oh good ball movement. And it's Boston, the finish. Clark off the switch, found Smith, who laid it in. That is now 13 assists. This is now the 5th straight game for the Fever with 40 or more points in the paint. That she knows how to use her body and get to her spots, being able to affect that defense. Marcus coming off the masterful night, and starts us off strong here from Indianapolis with a 3-ball. Man, just poised. She knows the screen is coming, she waits. Indiana has numbers here. Clark looks to take advantage. Clark launches, and hits a 3. Push. Everyone runs, you run hard. Look at all that space. Washington, just 4 of 14 from the field, but they've got a 5-point lead. Clark, circling around, sets up Sampson, who's wide open, and catches in with a 3. 18-5 run here for the Mystics after the Fever rattle off the first 5. Clark trying to answer, and does with a 3. Well, that'll get you back in it quickly. Whether it's a no-look pass in transition, a quick dish in traffic, or a perfectly timed lob, she sees the floor like few others can. Her ability to create opportunities for teammates is what truly sets her apart. And don't sleep on her handles. She keeps the ball on a string, constantly shifting pace and direction, always keeping defenders guessing. Her court awareness, IQ, and timing are all top tier. They're not going to do that, and that's Noelle Quinn, as you mentioned, no challenge. Clark, 3 ball on the way, and good. Boy, that cost Seattle 3 points, and they should have never had the ball there. Wheeler, Clark launches, hits a 3. Sides told us, we have got to find a body on Ree. Clark gets freed up, from up top, for Clark as well. And you see the screen, on-ball screen. Harrington, off the mark, as Clark steps into a 3. And don't sleep on her handles. She keeps the ball on a string, constantly shifting pace and direction, always keeping defenders guessing. Her court awareness, IQ, and timing are all top tier. They're not going to do that, and that's Noelle Quinn, as you mentioned, no challenge. Clark, 3 ball on the way, and good. Boy, that cost Seattle 3 points, and they should have never had the ball there. Wheeler, Clark launches, hits a 3. Sides told us, we have got to find a body on Ree. Clark gets freed up, from up top, for Clark as well. And you see the screen, on-ball screen. Harrington, off the mark, as Clark steps into a 3.